Right, hello YouTube and hello from China. This is my 2016 BMW R1200R. I'm just going to do a short little intro / review to this motorcycle. I'm not going to go into too much details. I'll just go through some of the things that I've added to this motorcycle, what I like about it, and just a couple of points as to what I dislike about it. Overall, I decided I needed to get a motorcycle because I wanted something that was convenient and good for everyday riding. Now, there are a lot of bikes on the market, and each to their own as to what he or she likes. The reason I chose this bike is because, well, back in Australia, I ride a F800R, and that is a superb motorcycle. And I test rode this bad boy, and I loved it to bits. It had plenty of power, and it was just ideal for what I wanted out of a motorcycle. Now, the R1200R. What do we have here? I believe this is called the Thunder Grey. Don't quote me on that. I believe BMW calls this color scheme the Thunder Grey. And what I've added to it are the cylinder guards, as you can see here. These are actually a Chinese-made cylinder guard, crash bar. They're not the best, but they're cheap and they'll get the job done. I have the original pannier set, courtesy of BMW. Shout out to Australia. Got to represent. This, in case you're wondering, is not the license plate. This is the dealer badge. In Chinese, it means Iron Cavalry. So kudos to Nanjing BMW motorrad. Thumbs up to them. What else have I added on here? So I've got my GV or GV, however you pronounce it, weatherproof smartphone holder. And I've also added the SW Motec axle sliders for the front wheels. So there's a pair there, one on each side, left and right. Now, this motorcycle, pretty good on fuel mileage. It is a new motorcycle, so I can't rev it too hard, at least for the first 1,000 Ks. Some friendly locals. And what else do we have here? I've got room for an extra top box if I need it at some point. However, unfortunately, BMW motorrad equipment is quite expensive here in China. So I'll just start with the panniers for now and see how I go. It's also GPS ready. As you can see here, it's got the GPS ready unit. So you can slap one of those Navigator 5s. They're made in conjunction with Garmin. What else do we have here? So I'll go through some of the features. What's this? This is for the GPS. So your trips, information, ABS. This is to adjust your suspension, cruise control, hazards, indicators. And on the other side, your, I don't know if you can see it, your flicker for your high beam. Now to the right side, start, stop, your modes, so your riding modes. This has four, rain, road, dynamic, and user. And then these are your heated grips, 2 settings. It's also got the keyless start system, which is very handy, so you can always keep the key in your pocket. And with that in mind, this fuel cap will open freely when you need it to. So you don't always have to take the key from A right to B. One other note is these panniers are also keyed-alike to the main key of the motorcycle. And what else do we have here? Excellent Brembo brakes, front and rear. Stop on a dime, all braided of course. There's also, here we are, the front headlight. So you've got your LEDs, so your daytime running lights, your main and your high beam. Indicators of course, standard BMW fashion. Strange thing is, I don't know if you guys can tell me, some markets don't come with these as stock, so you have to get these as an extra, the LED indicators I'm referring to. Shaft driven, so there's the shaft, and this is a flat twin 1200cc motor that produces 125 brake horsepower. All round, very good machine, very good for riding in China. As for my license plate situation, I have to wait a few more days until the what do you call it, the car registration guys can sort that out for me. So in the meantime, I have a temporary registration, as you can see here. That's good for 15 days in this country. And now, what do I like most about this motorcycle? Well, firstly, as I said before, plenty of power, plenty of torque, good smooth throttle. It doesn't choke at the low revs like some motorcycles can. Normally with this motorcycle, from how I've ridden this since I got it a couple of days ago, let's see, between 0 to 40 kilometers if you're in first or second gear, she doesn't choke. Yeah, she gets along quite smoothly. And what else do we have? So you've obviously got your standard side stand, and there's also a center stand. They seem to be quite standard with BMW. Upside down forks, they're smart forks as well, so they change on the fly, or they can be user adjusted to your liking. And these soak up bumps so well, very, very well. I believe this is the mid-sized windshield. I haven't tested it on the freeway yet. I'll have to get that done at some point. So far so good. I've gone up to about 80 kilometers an hour and it holds up just fine. I've heard people saying that the R1200R can have quite a lot of wind buffeting at high freeway speeds, but I haven't had any issues so far. Maybe I'm not going fast enough, you tell me. Buttery smooth clutch. Sorry, my wife left that there. I'll put that back. Your little R1200R decals on the rear of the motorcycle. Nice bright tail light. Now, what do I not like about this motorcycle? Let me see. This exhaust, I think, is going to be a pain in the backside to get cleaning, or keep clean, excuse me. But I mean, as long as I get down and dirty, get a bit of elbow grease in there, I should be able to maintain it, keep it prim and proper. What else was I not too fond about on this motorcycle? Not a lot, really. I can't really complain too much. These could probably be a little bit better, especially for the price of this bike. I'm referring to the brake and the clutch levers. Probably would have preferred some machined ones. What else? yeah, everything else seems really good. I test rode this back in Australia and I loved it to bits. It was a fantastic motor, and I knew that as soon as I came back to China I just had to get one. The traffic situation in this country is ridiculous, and riding a bike is a good option. You just have to be extremely safe, because there's a lot of how can I say, unfortunate mishaps that can happen, because a lot of people like to weave in and out here on the roads. It's a bit of a free-for-all sometimes, but as long as you maintain pace and keep to yourself, keep distance, then you'll be fine, which most of us wise motorcycle riders do, I'm sure. So that's it for the moment. Stay tuned. Hopefully I'll get some more videos uploaded soon. I'll talk more about the bike, and I'll do a more in-depth review later on. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys again. Bye bye.